Ethiopia is still recovering from the crippling famine of the 80s. Billions of dollars worth of foreign aid was rushed in to save this country. You may still remember Live Aid, but one unforeseen side effect of this was that this free aid had created a nation of beggars. Ethiopia has become a nation dependent on foreign assistance, and by doing so, has lost the ability to help itself. But one American-based organization, COEEF, the Children of Ethiopia Education Fund, is trying to fix this, one child at a time. Their approach is simple, providing scholarships for young Ethiopian girls to get a quality private education. Four years ago, I met 12-year-old Mescarum.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor.
How do you like being in this program, being one of the special girls?
I'm so happy.
Mescarum sacrifices a lot just to go to school. Her parents live many hours away. Mescarum's parents traveled more than 2 days just for the opportunity to personally meet Norm and tell him,
Thank you so much for helping my daughter. I love you very much. May God bless you.
But for the opportunity to attend school, she is forced to live here with her aunt, uncle, many cousins, and grandmother, all crammed into this small 2-room cement house.
And this is my bed where I sleep. This is my bed.
Do you get cold?
No.
Never?
Yeah.
And she tells me she wants to be a doctor.
Yeah, she wants to be a doctor. Her hope will feel full someday in the future.
Yeah.
Not only she'll be a doctor, she wanted to visit in America. She wanted to go there also.
I think she will, huh?
Yeah, we will allow her.
If she weren't in school, chances are that Mescarum's life would be quite different now. Uneducated Ethiopian girls usually end up working as housemaids, begging on the streets, or even worse, are forced into a life of prostitution.
Where do you think your girls will be able to go in Ethiopia, the ones that have come through your program?
Wherever they want to go. Wherever they want to go. Will they have struggles and will they have roadblocks? You bet. I'm sure they will. First of all, they will have confidence that I'm an educated girl. I count. I matter. We've seen that already in the 6.5 years we've been there. We have seen the girls come from shift to the back seat, shift to the back of the room, don't see anything, don't lift my head up, to wait a minute, I'm a person, I'm here and I count. When these girls become mothers and teach their children how to be healthy, how to read, how to write, how to think for themselves, you're going to see the benefits and the fruits. You can imagine.
Now let's fast forward to today. As you can see, Mescarum's life has yet again drastically changed. No, this is not Ethiopia. This is Mount Pleasant, Utah, and the boarding school of Wasatch Academy.
Norm told us about Mescarum, this incredibly talented young girl who was fluent in 5 languages, very self-directed, self-sufficient, and just was hoping he could find a school here in the United States where she could develop her academic skills. And I informed Norm that we would love to have her, and as a result of working with Norm, we offered her a full scholarship to Wasatch Academy.
Norm told me that if you do good in school, you will be a doctor. So I'm gonna be a doctor, and I was studying hard. So my grades were good, and Norm was happy, and they gave me scholarship.
So you plan to be in the United States now for almost, what, 8 more years, 10 more years?
7 more years.
7 more years?
Yeah.
Where do you plan to go to college?
I think if I work hard to go to Harvard University.
Wow. When you go to Harvard, can I come interview you again then?
Yes.
But I think what Mescarum realized is she has great opportunity here, and if she takes advantage of it, it will open up opportunities for her to impact her world back in Ethiopia.
I want to really thank first Norm Purdue because he was helping me for a long time, and my sponsors and Wasatch Academy.
Another great example of the hundreds of success stories that COEEF can boast is this young girl, Hannah. This video was shot over 6 years ago.
Hannah Solomon was a little girl that used to shine shoes out in front of an internet cafe that I would go to. I think she was probably around 11 years old, 10 or 11, and so I got to kind of know her, and as we got talking to her, she was expressing some concern, being 11, 12 years old, being out on the streets. Men were offering her money for not good things, and it started to kind of panic me a little, like, oh my gosh, we can't just not do anything about this little girl. So we met with her family and agreed to put her in the program, found a really good sponsor for her, and got her off the streets. We actually made her sign a paper, because once the kids are on the street selling things, tissues or shoe shining or whatever, it's hard to keep them off the streets. They're kind of street kids, and we made her sign a thing that she wouldn't go back out and do that, and we helped her out a little bit financially, because she was providing half the family's income from her shoe shine money.
And now, here is Hannah last summer. You can just see in her face and spirit the improvement her life has made, all thanks to the help of her sponsorship through COEF.
When you graduate, what do you want to do for a job?
I want to be a journalist in TV. Anna Salamon reporting from Ethiopia.
When Profiles in Caring continues, we're going to fast forward a couple of years and return to Ethiopia, where the founders of COEF have an idea. If they can educate an individual, how about an entire village? And they pull it off. Do stay tuned.